So we made it to the pond. There were only 2 sittable chairs of our Chairathon so far. There's one here behind me. Oh look, here's another one. So there's one over there that's not really useful. There's one here, which has also got those kind of legs that'll sink in. We have no snakes, so we don't have to worry about things like that. But when I sit down here, I suppose it's going to just... Okay. Chair 3. Sure took a long time to find chair 3. There's an entrance to this area right through there. I've been here many times before. I made many videos. You know, when you look at the cloudy day, think about color. I was just remembering, you know, all those World War II videos, those were all in black and white. And so it gave me the feeling that during the war, the sky was always dark. It was a terribly dark, dingy place. But in reality, the sun shone during wars. There was rain and snow and beautiful days. Just because there was a war, the weather didn't change. You know, if you wear your rose-colored glasses on a day like this when all the clouds they're kind of bumpy, but there's nothing much to really look at. But if you wear rose-colored glasses, it brightens up the dark things to a beautiful pink, and it dulls down the sunlight just enough that you can look at it without it hurting your eyes. I used to come here in the winter. I've spent many hours. We've lived here 18 years, and I've spent many hours sitting by this pond. I've seen bufflehead ducks and wood ducks and common mergansers and mallards on this pond. And I've watched beavers circle around in it and slap. I've stood here with Abraham. I made him put tape on his mouth. He said, I want to come. And I said, you're going to talk. I won't talk. Okay, well, if you don't mind, if I could put some tape on your mouth, then you can come. Is that okay? And so I put it on his mouth. And then he came down here with me. And we stood and watched them. Because if you make a noise, then you scare them all. But he was able to see all kinds of things because he didn't make any noise. Isn't that neat? Sounds a little cruel. A beautiful place. I'm not sure I have the energy to deal with the rest of it. It's a long way to Sedge Meadow Teepee. And I am here at the entrance. I could just cut through and go back on my regular way. I certainly did get some exercise. I wonder what time it is now. 8:55. Today's not Thursday. It's Monday. 8:55. You know, looking at that and my calendar, it's quite different. And the school bus, it's too heavy for a school bus. It must be a gravel truck or something. Something has upset the blue jays. Maybe they discovered that I'm down here. There's a kingbird that usually makes nests in this tree here. Can't see the tree. You see those branches there? That's where he usually makes his nest. I have a chair over there that I don't sit in because I can't get in and out of it anymore. It's too hard. There's a teepee there. It's my teepee I would go in when it was -20. I'd make a little campfire and get all thawed out, but then I'd have to come back out in it again, so it almost didn't seem worth it. There's fish in here. We used to swim 10 laps a day in here. It was so cold. I would wear a wetsuit. And then, because of the way it's located, the stream deposits silt in it. And so there's almost a little ridge that divides it from the pond, from the stream. But then, it also, the water goes in, and goes around and comes out, and it deposits everything that the water's been carrying. And so it used to be that it was about 5 feet deep with a muddy bottom. Then it got so it was like, might have still been 5 feet deep, but the mud came to about 2.5 or 3 feet from the surface. Maybe 2 feet. Some days when you swam, you could feel the mud with your arms when you would put your arms down. So it was really, but it was not, it wasn't packed. I wonder if one day it will settle. I don't know. The pond churns it up. You see the teepee there? It's right there. I call that Horseshoe Island teepee. And that over there is Horseshoe Island. It goes right around this pond. Because when it floods, in the spring flooding, that's the only dry place. It's an island. And then it takes a long time for the flooding to go away. So it's a dry island. I think I have to go to the store and get tiles for this bathroom. I get white tiles like for the downstairs bathroom. I've been sitting here a long time in chair 3. I think I needed the rest after all that pushing through these trees and such. Well, soon I'll go push through some other trees to get out. I'm not even showing you our bridge. You know, we made built a bridge to Horseshoe Island. I guess I could show you that. The thing about sitting down is, once you sit down, you don't want to get up. Once from the house, I watched a beaver, a big brown lump of beaver right there on that little spot. Where's my little stick? I'll show you the bridge. Someone has been here. We had a bunch of rocks, a little campfire here, and it was right up against, years later, the alders grew up right in the area where we had our little campfire. The children, years ago. Can't even see the bridge anymore. And there it is. The bridge we built.